Okay. I think I got it this time. Don't need the headphones. I'm going to take those off. Uh, Alrighty. Look at that. Finally got it working. Should be logged into everything, so if you chat on Twitch or on any of the other streams, I should be able to get it. I also have this guy ready to go. Alrighty, so anybody in the chat, just give a hello. Let me know you're out there and that this is actually working. I think I finally got it. Hey, you can see me now. Awesome. That is some good news. So, um, there are some upcoming actually scheduled AMAs. This is kind of just an impromptu, just to see if I can get everything working. This should be live on Twitch, YouTube, and on X. It does not show as a space. It shows just in my timeline as a video that you can watch. All three of them should be recorded, so we're gonna check that too to make sure that everything works out with the recording so that people can watch it later. Um, I would like to see if chat works, so if anyone can stop in from somewhere and do a chat, that would be good. Uh, for those of you that know me, I don't, we don't do announcements about announcements, and the team has been working really hard right now, and there is a lot that's been released. That last Medium article that explained the progress for the past 3 months was pretty impressive in terms of what got done. Uh, and we have the contest going on for people starting to use the hub, which is great. And I really think that one of the things that I talk about, and I try not to talk about it too much in the AMAs because it's kind of not that important, but it's important to me. Like I really think that we are hitting the moment where we can really start to utilize the IDE for more. Hey, chat works. Thank you for both business, for both people who. My goal is look. As much as I love writing code, if I don't have to write code, I would like to not write code. Um, and with the AI and the new blocks that have been released and new ones that are coming, it's getting to the point now where what I always envisioned was that somebody like me, who is a developer, can actually save time and accomplish what they're trying to do. Um, one more setting I forgot. It's this guy. Let's see if it works. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Whee! All right, fantastic. So yeah, it looks like all my stuff is working. I'm really proud of the entire team. You guys don't really get to see the entire team, but there are people behind the scenes. You guys have seen what's been happening with our social media is obviously been very active. We're getting posts on Medium and everywhere else. Um, Obviously, you know, and another thing I always say is that we're always exploring partnerships. We are always exploring exchange listings, um, but we have to make decisions on what to explore because things like exchange listings cost a lot of money. Um, and sometimes there's more value in building something like the hub than there is, um, trying to spend that on an exchange listing. And honestly, most of the exchange listings end up being just a bump in the price. Um, in the long term, it really doesn't change the value of the project in any meaningful way. Yes, it gives you the ability to say I'm on XY exchange, but the value that comes out of it is the project and what it does, not where we're listed. Um, but like I said, we are always exploring uh, new listings. We were listed earlier this year, and we were self-listed a few times too. Um, so I mean, we are small, so we got we're getting there. Some new exchange listings, and I'm really looking forward to the next things that are coming with the hub. I think that we're gonna start to see people building on chain, which is really what I want to see as well. Start getting um, some dApps and some other projects and things on the chain. I think that's going to really help to bring some value into the ecosystem, which is going to be awesome. Let me just check through some chats here. Um, so yeah, if anyone has any non when is it coming out questions of releases, even if they're just kind of more general about crypto in general, um, you know, I always love to chat with the community. My dinner is coming, so just waiting to make sure that happens. Um, and also like I said, we lined up. There's going to be some more AMAs, not just an impromptu kind of test like this is right now to make sure my software is working. There's going to be some lined up ones where there'll be a host. And as always, we'll do what we can to get that out to as many people as possible so we can get more people looking at the project. And, you know, I really appreciate your help too, because I know that a big part of how this project spreads and how smaller projects spread in crypto is through community. And it's very easy to get a bunch of fake followers and hype up a release of something and do it that way. But since day one, we had a working product when the platform was launched was when we initially came out. And since then, we've been giving the platform away for free in order to encourage people to build on it. And eventually, that's going to be coming to an end. And that is, as a lot of you know, is going to bring the ecosystem in terms of our um, monetary inflation down because we will start burning tokens that are used for graph executions. So that is something I'm looking forward to as well. I know everyone has been since the beginning, just because it is a great model to be able to handle that. And for those who don't know, the cost of the executions will remain a dollar pegged value. So that will cause it to not fluctuate in terms of what you're paying for um, using it, and in terms of what's getting burnt. Obviously, we'll release all of that when the time comes. Um, but I'm looking forward to that too. Um, so yeah, so I mean, I do have the IDE open. If there's anything that I got an extra camera set up. Check this out. Oh, I'm over here now. Uh, uh, but yeah, so if there's anything in the IDE anyone had any questions with, I know there's some people who are just getting started with learning the IDE, so uh, the best thing I can tell you is to just jump in. It doesn't bite. Um, and really, the documentation has been worked on to try to really get this out into a way that is easy for people to read and not super technical. Um, but if I can talk about something that a lot of people don't realize when they're building graphs, is that there are multiple start points in your graph that allow you to take advantage of setting up connectors, um, and allows you to set up. Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. I did a screenshot the last time I demoed this. So, let me do one of these so I can try to make this a little bigger. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it any bigger, huh? Oop, that's not bad. So basically, um, what this graph is showing are the different executors that can happen and who runs first in this order. Um, so the first are the connectors. So if you're connecting to anything or multiple, those are going to execute first before anything else. So you can use that to um, set things like the cache in an API. So by chaining onto a connector, you end up following that line of logic which started first, and allows you to set. You can set variables, you can pull variables, you can get data, all of this before your graph really has a chance to even do anything. Um, Next after that is the on graph start, which runs next. So that is the first thing to be executed after the connectors are done. And then there is a trigger at start, which runs fourth. And there is the entry point, which runs fourth. So you can use these different starting points to build different logic. Your whole entire graph logic doesn't need to start at the on graph start and end at a single stop. Um, your graph logic can have multiple starting points, uh, and can have different paths to cause it to stop or not stop. So in this example, a timer is set for 30 seconds, and then it sees how long the graph's been running, and stops the graph. So through these, you can see the on graph start run second. Here's the third. It's a timer, and then the start point and the entry points. Um, the documentation is really great, and also, you know, if there's anyone who is looking for help, I do believe there is a dev group in Discord that can help with that. And if not, I can be in there too. Yes, so there will be more videos coming for how to use GraphLinq. Um, one of the things I said on the last stream was that I had spent a lot of time trying to build an online learning course. Um, and just because you can find an open source piece of software that does it doesn't mean that you can actually create that content and make it work. So we are exploring some opportunities where we're going to be working to build on that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I really do think that that is an extremely important part of this. And it's a part that I have to admit that I very often don't realize how important it is, because for me, I'm so comfortable in the dashboard and in the IDE. And for other people, I forget how overwhelming that can be in the beginning when you first hop in. Um, but yeah, making things easier is always a goal for us. Absolutely. There's going to be an announcement soon of the next upcoming AMA, and in that one, we will probably do something as well. I may do a stream and actually do a real AMA now that things are working. So look for that date. It will be released soon. Um, and to anybody out there who's new to crypto, zoom out on the charts and go outside. Get away from staring at prices all day. This is normal. Welcome to crypto. And with that, my dinner has arrived, so I'm going to take off and do that. This looks great. It looks like all of these cameras and everything seems to be working fantastic. So I'll come on and say hello, goodbye. Thank you for joining, and we will do another one of these soon. I really want to start building this back up again into something we do regularly on a regular basis. How's that? All right, cool. I'm hungry, so take off.